Hi everybody.
Hi.
Back again to drink a 2021 Yunnan sourcing tea called Meeting Place. This is a aged as Pu-erh Mao Cha.
Yes.
So it's a blend of teas that was aged as a loose leaf Mao Cha and then blended together and pressed this year. And okay, so it was pressed in April.
Yeah.
And the wrapper design is by Veerle, Colle. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly, but awesome, cool
Yes.
design, Meeting Place.
Very beautiful.
But yeah, let's drink it. Let's get it going.
Yeah, we learned this time. We get the water ready before we start the video.
I know. Then there's not like this awkward, where's the tea?
Yeah, look at the tea soup. Definitely, you can tell. Look at the orange.
Is that just the wash?
Yes, it's the wash. Whoa, this tea. The aroma is amazing. No need to smell it, just the smell of tea. 这么着急。So?
Yeah, so I decided to call this Meeting Place because this guy's obviously going somewhere.
I think we'll talk about this in the
Yeah,
last
we
video.
did.
Yeah.
And it's just about, I think, well, it's a blend, so it's different parts of different regions of Yunnan blended together. But also, I think just kind of the theme of reconnecting, meeting, the world's becoming kind of hopefully more connected again, traveling, seeing friends, seeing family, all that stuff. So
Yeah, it's a nice name.
yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
I mean, we have to give it a name.
Yeah.
Since it's a blend, we can't just call it blend number 1, blend number 2.
Yeah.
Have to give it a little more. Are you okay?
Excuse me. Yeah, not COVID. 呛到了.
All right, ready to get started on this. So this one's got a nice kind of like, kind of gold, deep gold, tending a little bit. Nah, not really orange. It's more like a deep gold tea soup.
Yeah.
It's not a heavily aged tea. I believe it's just there's a few years. I think on average it's like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Of the teas that are in there, the average age.
But the loose leaf tea definitely aged faster than the cake. It's a very beautiful tea soup. Clear, golden, yellow.
Yeah. Lucy's crying.
Hungry.
Somebody's hangry.
Does he have to wait? Good.
Yeah, it's like buttery and rich, and it's got a little bit of bitterness and a lot of sweetness. Very nice.
I have to wait. I don't want
Oh yeah.
spit out like last video because I have a 口腔溃疡.
A canker sore.
I bite myself.
Oh yeah, you bit yourself and then it turned into a canker sore.
Yeah.
Oh, it's raining.
Ayo. What a year.
Yeah. The rest of the U.S. has been cooking away, and we're like down here in South Central Texas, and it's barely even gotten above 90 at all. It's been in the like mid 80s. Usually it's way hotter. It's been raining constantly. Everything's like green. It's like living it's like being in Florida, like like in a tropical place almost.
Yeah. Normally this time is very dry, very hot. The grass are dead, but this year is still very green. I drink the one slip. 怎么说 slip?
润
No, 就是 I slipped a little bit. Slip? 吸了一点. So like one...
Sip.
Sip.
Sip. Or like slip.
One sip.
I thought you wanted to say it was like 润, like slippery, like 滑.
It does.
润.
Yes, but that's not what I want
Sip.
to say. Sip, one sip. I can feel the taste.
Yeah,
wow.
it's very nice.
I really like this tea.
Lucy's grooming herself down there.
Don't talk about Lucy.
That's right. I might upset that one person that left a comment in a few years ago. Who was upset that we were talking about Lucy instead of talking about...
Oh, you're talking too much.
How dare we talk about Lucy? You know, instead of talking about the tea. It wasn't like we didn't talk about the tea. We just also talked about Lucy.
Yeah.
So if you're watching, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you better apologize.
Aged taste. It does. It really does taste like aged tea. I would say it kind of tastes probably close to like a 10-year-old aged tea if it was a pressed, like a Kunming aged pressed tea that was, you know, aged as a pressed tea. My guess would be about 10 years or so, or maybe more.
Yeah, it's not that bitter. It's more sweet, but very, very rich.
Mouth-watering, cooling. It's quite strong. This is the second tea we had. We just made a video, non-video, where we drank another tea, and we thought we were making a video.
Just the camera is not working.
Yeah, something happened. I don't know. The video turned out to be 10 seconds long. I was a little bit disappointed.
Anyways.
I got over it pretty fast.
Yeah.
I didn't stomp around and huff and puff for very long, only about 20 seconds.
Yeah, anyway, so we have to drink tea, right? We just talk a little bit more than the normal.
We were planning to drink this one anyway, do a video on this one next anyway, so I guess this one's going to come first.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I was thinking the other day about something popped into my head, and I just one of these random things that pops into my head, and I was thinking, oh, the internet is for buying tea, not for enjoying tea.
Yeah.
Like, you know, use your access to the internet to purchase a tea, but when you're enjoying it, like, block everything else out, because it's just there's so much like online chatter going on about everything now. But that kind of made me think about this book that I read a long time ago in my 20s, but I still remember some of it, and I'd like to reread it. But it's a book by Shunryo Suzuki, who's a Japanese Zen teacher, Zen monk, and it's called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. But one of the real famous quotes from it is, in the mind of the beginner, there are many possibilities. In the mind of the expert, there are few.
Yeah.
You know, and I think to me, that's really, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, like I live that or I embody that, but it's something that I try to, you know, incorporate into my tea drinking and just life in general, which is approaching things without too many preconceived notions, or without, you know, trying to, you know, approach things with a fresh kind of like a beginner's mind, like a child would approach something that they, you know. And I mean, that's so incredible about children when they approach new things. It's just like, wow, like all the energy going on, and the wonder, and the, you know, it's like they don't think everything's, you know. I think a lot of people get jaded and they become experts, and 98% of everything sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of a bummer. That's not a way to enjoy, for example, tea or anything.
Food.
Yeah, I mean, we all have preferences and things like that, but I think you have to give a tea the opportunity. You have to get to know the tea, and if you can't even get to that tea to the point where it's like, I'm unwilling to even consider this tea because it's X, Y, or Z, and I don't like X, Y, or Z, and I think the mind really likes to have things kind of pre-organized and separated out, so that they can just completely dismiss that.
But
people are robbing themselves of. Sorry, I was going. The last thing was people are robbing themselves of an opportunity to really experience things and to really discover, things that they would otherwise maybe not, be able to, because they're just not open to the experience.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Sorry.
I just want to say, everybody's experience are different. For the tea or for the people or for the food, don't get the idea from somebody else, then giving up on the food or tea or the person.
Right.
Because everybody's have different opinions.
Yeah.
And you should give a chance to get to know the tea, the food, or the person.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is we like to we like to label things and put things in boxes, and by doing that we don't allow the process of actually discovering and to get to know, whether it's a tea or a new experience or meeting somebody, a person that you might not have otherwise, like I for one really like, the idea that with tea that we like the whole idea of blind tasting, having somebody, maybe like you could do this experiment too, where you take teas that you get that you don't know, and have like your spouse or your friend or whoever label them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then keep a key, and then you go through and drink them and experience them without any kind of like not knowing where they are, not knowing how much they are, not knowing which whatever tea factory, brand, company pressed them. But
because that's less information you have. You definitely have more right judgment.
Well, you have your exactly, because you when your mind has information, your mind is it just runs with it. It's like information. This is what the brain does. I mean, you can't really blame it. But
for tea, actually, it's very easy, since we offer the samples. Get a sample to try. Get the experience by yourself from real taste.
This is very nice.
It's
got me sweating.
Mine or yours?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, guilty. I'm guilty of my own, not following my own advice. But should we reboil? How much water?
Not much, but yeah, sure.
Okay. This is over here. Let's see. Oh, let's see. But yeah, and then that brings me to the next point, which is like kind of the dangers of, well, the thing that I've noticed, I guess, is I don't want to give it too many labels, but I have noticed that the teas on our website that get reviews, once they get a certain number of reviews, they get more reviews.
Yeah.
And then there's like this whole huge sector of teas that don't have reviews, and it seems to me like what's going on, and I know that those teas are as good or even better than a lot of the other teas. In fact, a lot of the teas on our website that have the most reviews are some of the least expensive teas.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that those teas aren't good. I think they are good for their price. But there's this huge, just huge amount of teas that basically have no reviews or one review or something like that. And it seems like people like, or only buying teas that have been reviewed. So it's like, well, how does that work? If you only buy teas that have been reviewed, then who's going to review them? You know, and like we've invested time, energy, our own money, and kind of basically put our stamp of approval on them by offering them. So take a chance. I created a Yunnan sourcing brand B-Sides sampler, which is to kind of showcase a little bit of the less known teas. And I would just encourage people to, if they're, and again, I know it's spending money, but if there are samples available, try some of these teas. Try some that you just, maybe you don't, I would just try a few. I mean, you could even pick a few at random. Yeah. And just go with it. You know what I mean? Because I really feel like that's, there's a reason why we have offered those teas. Yeah. The review thing is, again, it's kind of like it's a, I appreciate when people leave reviews. I do, because it does help others. But at the same time, I would also say to people, take a chance. Yeah. Take a chance.
I will go through the teas. If don't have many reviews, I will give out some free samples with the water. And you guys try it. If you like, please, write something.
Yeah, we've been doing that where from the .com site, where we take a tea, and for like 1 or 2 days, everybody gets over a certain amount, gets it. Gets free samples. Yes. But anyways, what was I saying? What was I thinking? Anyways, I don't know. I wanted to talk about this tea again. This tea is really throaty. It's really lubricating. It's got a real cooling, long lasting, really hangs out in the mouth.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable. Yeah. If people don't really like very fresh tea, this tea is definitely a good choice.
Yeah, and like I said, it kind of tastes like one that had been, let's say, had been pressed and aged for 10 years or more, actually, like in Kunming storage. Yeah, storage. Yeah, so it's got a lightly aged feel. Again, I don't consider 10 years of Kunming storage to be aged. I mean, it is. It's aged 10 years in Kunming. I mean, that's nice
very
color.
Clear. Very nice. 很亮.
Yeah.
It's very nice taste. Very, very clean.
But I was thinking, that's about it. I think that's it for the philosophizing. But I see a lot of have a lot of customer interactions and see a lot of the kind of the themes that are that are happening, or not themes, but things that are going on. And it just seems like there's just more and more I don't know how to describe it. More,
小心烫.
Yeah, is it? Oh, right, I just reboiled water. Well, I guess we're going to be drinking bawang again tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, we made. I just said we just made a video of bawang. we went and looked on the camera on the
10 second.
And it was probably a 25 or 30 minute video, and it turned out to be like 10 seconds. I was like, where's the video? It's not there. Oh well. I'm sweating. Yeah. I'm just like, and it's not hot in here at all. I'm just sweating.
It's 茶气比较足.
Yeah. 茶气is just like strong.
Yeah, very strong. I will push a little bit.
But what else? Oh, I was going to talk about this too, because I had mentioned this in the last video. This is a tea that we were doing the Xiaoxigui video a couple videos back, and I was introducing teas so far that we pressed in 2021, and I forgot to grab this one. This is the Peerless Red, and this is a blend, but this is kind of like our premium. It is pricey, but it's really, really good. And of course, the wrapper's awesome.
Yes.
The design is by Sergio Sevilla. I hope I said your name correctly. Yeah, thanks for that. Amazing
Very cool
design.
wrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, this is the tea we're drinking right now.
Yeah.
This is Meeting Place.
Very good.
Yeah.
I guess should try get a sample.
Yeah, get a sample.
Yeah.
Get a sample.
Yeah, it's always good experience yourself. The taste is something, you can't just get from somebody else.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I have no words for the tea. I really not very good talk about the taste, food or tea. Use my words because it's something special. You can only experience yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I find it hard to describe, particularly Shengcha, raw Pu-erh. I have a really hard time describing. I feel like ripe, that there's more kind of analogous, like food type flavors that are going on that are analogous to ripe Pu-erh versus Sheng Pu-erh, which is really just its own thing. And
it's a unique taste.
And it's a lot about feeling as well.
Yes.
It's mouth feeling, body feeling.
Yeah.
But this one's very satisfying for me. I think about it a lot, especially in the evening, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to have this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a really easy drink tea.
Yeah. It's very pleasant.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot going on.
Yes.
It's
rich. It's very clean. Very...
Just enough bitterness too.
Yeah. But not too much.
Not too much, no. The aging.
啊，好热，
Yeah.
没水了。
Well, no water,
Yes.
no water, no tea. You can quote me on that.
还是比较耐泡的。
Yeah.
Still a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Very very sweet 呢，有点蜜香 ，honey aroma.
Yeah. But I guess, well, we don't have any more water, so we
Yeah.
can't have tea without water. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you didn't mind a little philosophizing on our part, but I don't know. I feel like we can't just talk about Lucy the whole time, because, that might upset people. I'm just kidding.
That's what we do. We drinking tea, talk about the life, talk about the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's life, right?
One and the same.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Okay.
watching.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.